What I want to share with you today are some of the models' favorite ingredients, some of their favorite meals and snacks that they like to have. This is based on a 1,200 calories meal plan, which is low in carbs and high in protein.
Hi, it's Lisa. Some of you might have heard of Joanna Soh, who is like a fitness instructor and quite a big YouTuber. She does meal plan videos and also fitness videos. I wanted to give a critique of one of her videos, which is a 1,200 calorie a day meal plan, which she says is for losing weight and eating like a Victoria's Secret model. And I wanted to give a critique because I don't think that this is a healthy meal plan, especially because she does mention that she is all about living a healthy lifestyle and not into fad diets.
Even after you've achieved your goal, I want this to be your lifestyle to maintain your weight for life.
But everything about the video and what she recommends points to a fad diet. So I wanted to expose that. I like that she includes vegan meal plans and vegan meals in her plans, but I think she's misinformed about the dangers of high protein diets and also how good low carb is for weight loss, especially in terms of long-term health. Sure, you can lose weight on a low carb diet, but it doesn't make it healthy. She gives a meal plan that is 1,200 calories a day, and she splits it up into 5 different sections. So she does breakfast, lunch and dinner, and also 2 snacks. And each of these meal times is under 300 calories. So that's something I already have a problem with, because for a meal you need to be filled up, and not just filled up with your stomach with lots of vegetables, but filled up in terms of your carbohydrate needs. For breakfast, she recommends an eggy oatmeal. This eggy oatmeal has only a few ingredients. It has 1 egg, half a banana, and a little bit of oatmeal. And it comes to under 300 calories. It's already got 200 milligrams of cholesterol in there. This is already going over the daily cholesterol limit.
The media storm that followed compared an egg to the fast food monstrosity du jour, the KFC Double Down, where even the bun is made out of meat. A single egg yolk thus exceeds the recommended daily intake of cholesterol. So you could eat just like celery the whole rest of the day, and you could still be over the limit.
For her snack, she recommends a very small amount of nuts, also yogurt, and a tiny portion of fruit. So this reminds me of the Kayla It Seems starvation kind of style, with that restriction of the fruit and including a tiny bit of nuts, and then what she calls a good source of healthy fats, like Greek yogurt. But I don't think it's healthy fat to have animal fats. Obviously, saturated fat is not healthy, neither is cholesterol. So altogether, before lunch, you're only eating 600 calories. And that would be fine if you make it up later on in the day, but as you'll see, she limits the calories later on in the day. So for lunch, she calls it a huge portion, but this lunch only adds up to 200 calories. It's a very large portion of vegetables, which is fine, but it doesn't actually reduce the cravings that you would have for carbohydrates and your body's need for glucose. Probably the best part of the meal plan is that she includes this vegan option of a berrylicious dessert. It's very healthy. Tofu and berries, I wouldn't normally eat them together, but since it's a small portion, it wouldn't have much trouble with digesting, and they're both very healthy foods. Then she recommends for dinner salmon, and the reason that she recommends salmon is for the omega-3s, but you can get omega-3s from other plant sources such as flax seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds. You don't need to eat salmon for omega-3, especially since salmon can also have mercury and other toxins from the sea, and why would you want to put that in your body? She calls it a clean diet and clean foods, but salmon is not a clean food.
You know what a farmed salmon is? It's filled with toxic chemicals. Food that you feed your salmon. I know Tasmanian salmon. Those are not Tasmanian salmon. Those are Atlantic salmon that are brought and raised in cages in Tasmania. When you render down these fish into pellets, you concentrate whatever's in them. Then you feed the pellets to the salmon and you concentrate what's in the pellets. So if you check those salmon, they're filled with dioxin, PCBs, gildrin, Teflon, malachite green. You can go down the list, and that's what you just put into your bodies. And, you know, when you feed salmon pellets, the flesh comes out gray. You wouldn't eat a salmon that was gray. A week before they're to go to the market, the seller comes to the buyer with a fan of colors from bright red to yellow and says, "What color do you want your salmon?"
So the aquaculture industry feeds farmed fish artificial coloring. This is from the drug company Roche. Fish farmers get to pick out the color they want to dye their flesh like paint chips.
You choose, and they feed it a dye the last week, so the nice orange color you ate is the dye they fed the fish.
For this dinner, not only is there salmon, there's also cheese in it and another 2 eggs.
Not only do eggs make your bad cholesterol go up, but for hours after you eat, dietary cholesterol increases the susceptibility of LDL, bad cholesterol, to oxidation, vascular inflammation, oxidative stress, and postprandial hyperlipidemia, and potentiates the harmful effects of saturated fat, impairs endothelial function, and increases cardiovascular events, meaning heart attacks. Dietary cholesterol may only increase our fasting cholesterol levels 10%, but it may increase the susceptibility of our bad cholesterol to oxidize by 37 to 39%, and that's what triggers much of the arterial inflammation that leads to the artery clogging plaque.
Not only does she have the 3 eggs, but she's also got cheese on top of that. She's got the salmon, the chicken, and the yogurt. So it's a lot of animal fat and protein. She says that the protein helps keep you full and helps you to eat less calories, and that may be true, but it's not necessarily healthy to eat less calories. So I think she must be confused about what healthy fats are, because healthy fats come from plants, and you don't need to eat that much of the healthy fats to thrive. And if you wanted to get more healthy fats, then get them from cholesterol-free sources, such as the flax seeds, chia seeds, and hemp seeds. Joanna also says that it's okay to have 1 cheat meal per week. If you're on a meal plan like this, you will probably feel like you want to eat something else. You will feel like you have a craving for more sweet things, or for carbs, or bread, or potatoes. You're just going to put the weight back on, and what's the point? What's the point of starving yourself, not eating as much as you want, eating all this animal food especially, if you're just going to put the weight back on later, and if you're going to screw up your hormones and your health, but you don't have to eat this way to be healthy or to look slim. I am a high-carb vegan. I eat at least 80% of my calories from carbohydrates, less than 10% from fats and protein, and I achieve this just by eating as much fruit and starches as I want, and I base my diet on whole plant foods. You can eat as much as you want. I've been doing this for almost 5 years, and I actually started out a little heavier and I've lost weight. So if you see my body, I'm pretty slim. You don't have to go on a low-carb diet to lose weight or be slim. The Victoria's Secret model diet isn't necessarily healthy. A lot of them eat a low-carb diet and then they binge out on unhealthy foods later on. So rather than choosing a diet that you can't stick to long-term, eat a diet that you'll enjoy for a long time, and that will not only help you to lose weight, but will help you with your long-term health and fitness goals. If you look at the healthiest cultures in the world, they're on a high carbohydrate diet. They don't worry about having the flattest tummy or the slimmest waist, but it's the diet that will help you to achieve that without even trying that much. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.